I seriously could not be more nervous right now. Okay, so hi guys, I'm Daniela. I am a Pilates and fitness instructor in Houston. I don't even know if you guys care. Most of the people watching this are probably going to be like friends. So hi friends, I miss you guys. This is day one of my vlog. I'm going to be vlogging and creating content, obviously fitness content. That's what I do. I'm a fitness instructor. I teach hot Pilates, I teach hot sculpt, and I teach hot HIIT classes at a studio called Ritual One. And the purpose of this vlog is to just kind of create content that I think is relevant for people around my age. I'm 35 years old, so I'm skewing older than most people, I feel like, that are on like social media and YouTube. But yeah, I'm gonna try my best to explain what I'm working on and why I'm working on it. Today, I really want to talk about just like life changes that are happening, expected changes and probably some unexpected changes that I can't really control. Learning to let go of control, right? Obviously, all of us are trying to do that. All of us are trying to find ways to be less controlling. If you're like me, triple Virgo, obviously very controlling, and perfectionist to the end. So that's part of this. I'm trying to record all in one recording and like maybe not edit out everything and just be as authentic as possible. Big practice for me. So I'm going to be creating content that's fitness content. I'm going to be creating content that's like just insight into my life, behind the scenes, things that are going on, almost as a catch up. So catching up today on life changes. Hunter and I are currently in a rental. We are renovating a house. I'm going to put a pin on this because I want to talk about in a different video our move and why we decided to move and where we moved to and our renovation. The renovation will probably be a different video because there's so many details that go into the renovation, and it's been very, very fun, very, 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 very stressful. It's taken a lot of time out of just my life. I feel like it's completely consumed my life for a while. So part of the reason why I wasn't really creating content, big part of the reason was the move. Second life change that we're going to be having is Hunter and I are trying to have a baby. We have been trying for a couple months now, and we know it's going to take a while just because of some health things and procedures and age. There's so many factors that go into it. So we're packing our patience. But while we pack our patience, we're trying to plan as best as possible, and that's kind of like the theme of this, right? Like life changes that you can plan for and how we're planning for it. So this is kind of part of the plan is because I teach hot Pilates, because I teach in a very, very hot room. I think most women who have been pregnant before, or if you're like me and have done a ridiculous amount of research on pregnancy, you probably know that you can't really exercise in a really, really hot, heated room when pregnant. It's not recommended by most doctors, not recommended by like pretty much everybody, like Mayo Clinic, like all of the reputable, like the science behind it is like, just don't do it, right? Like we don't really know 100%, but just don't do it. So knowing that I can't really do that, I'm like, okay, well, you know, there's a lot of fear. It's like, what life change, like, what is that going to do for my career? I can't teach hot Pilates, the thing I'm most passionate about. I can't be in front of people doing large group classes in a hot room. And a lot of people are like, oh, would you consider just teaching at a different studio? And this is like me feeling really old, but when you're 35 in the fitness industry and you've worked with different companies, corporate, local, it takes a lot out of you to work for a new studio and learn their new formats, learn their new brand, learn their new thing. And it's like, I'm just at a point in my career where it's like, I'm not willing to go to a different studio unless I can really, really back what they're doing and really love the product, right? And like that's kind of interesting because I moved to Ritual One back in December when they opened, and they were truly doing something that I could truly back. And I was like, oh my God, right up my alley, love it. So yes, I could probably work at a different studio. Is it the option I want? No. Is it the option I'm passionate about? No. So this is why I'm here, creating content. I think that, yes, obviously content creation, especially in the fitness space, is super oversaturated, but I do think that there are some missing pieces online, whether it's YouTube, TikTok, Reels, Shorts, all the things. I do think there's some missing components that I really want to tap into, especially when it comes to women in this age group. Like, it's crazy, right? We're like 25 to 45 is kind of like the age demographic that is taking these like hot Pilates classes and is like riding the Pilates wave. But like, that's also the prime age where people are starting a family and getting pregnant and going through a lot. And I see content, it exists. I see content about pregnancy, but I think there's a lot of content that feels not super authentic. And so I really want to make it authentic. I don't want to come from a place of judgment. There's a lot, especially in the world of Pilates. I'm going to say it right now. Pilates is not an aesthetic, guys. Pilates is movement, right? And so, especially in the world of Pilates and fitness, there's a lot of criticism on like, what's the right workout? What's the wrong workout? What are you doing? And are you doing it right? And it's like, there is no such thing as doing it right. But anyway, I'm gonna put a pin in that one too. That can be a topic. I'm putting pins up. Any topic that you guys wanna hear more about or you want me to talk about more, I would love to talk about. I think today is more about summarizing what I'm working on. But anyway, I think there's a little bit of a void. There's a couple of holes in the Pilates fitness lifestyle space, especially for women right around their mid-30s where I am, that I'm hoping to tap into and just be really as authentic and realistic as possible. Yeah, so I do want to talk about how I'm planning for those changes. So for one, creating content, right? So I'm here, I'm blogging. This is day one. This is my first shot at it. I probably will look back at this and be like, oh my gosh, so bad, so cringe, all the things, but that's part of growth and that's part of change. And I'm kind of excited to maybe look back at this a few years from now and see that change and see that growth and just see where this evolves. I think a big part of this is I want this to be creative and collaborative with people that are watching. So if I mention something that you want me to delve deeper into, please let me know. That's what the pins are for. If there's a workout you want me to do or target area focus, super happy to do that. It's like the most fun for me. I can't wait to start recording again. But yeah, some of the pillars, lifestyle, right? So lifestyle, there's going to be videos just catching up with me. This week, I might do like a get ready with me. We'll see. I don't know how I feel about get readies with me. I'm not very good at it. I'm very simplistic when it comes to like hair, makeup. My hair's a mess. I'm going to get it done on Wednesday. It's a little choppy because it's growing out and there's some breakage, but my girl Shelly over at Shampoo, she's going to get it done. But yeah, so I'm probably going to do maybe a getting ready with me this week. I am going to a 20th anniversary, like of a magazine, a local magazine. Well, they're actually national, but in Houston. Should be a lot of fun. I'm going with Hunter and I have this super cute dress. I'll post it here at some point, that I got at Revolve, and I have to probably steam it myself. I don't really trust the dry cleaners, neither here nor there. So I might do that. That's kind of the lifestyle pillar, right? Just kind of keeping up with what I'm doing in life, you know, and all the fucking changes. There's so many all the time. It feels like it never stops. Second pillar, fitness, right? We're going to do Pilates. We're going to do HIIT. We're going to do pre and postnatal, postpartum, postpartum, you know, interchangeable. Anyway, I hope you guys are excited. I'm excited. I'm fucking nervous about all of this stuff and just kind of putting myself out there, but here I am. I hope you guys follow along. Definitely follow my socials. I'm Daniela.Montgomery on Instagram, Daniela.Montgomery on TikTok. I'm on YouTube. The focus is going to be YouTube more than anything. So please, please, please subscribe to my YouTube. I'll be posting there hopefully weekly. And then, yeah, just sit tight. Let me know, leave comments. What do you want to hear more about? I pinned a couple of things, but if there's something that I said today that sounded like something you're interested in hearing more about, I can do some videos on that too. Let's just create that community together and that like communication back and forth. I would really love that. So hang tight. More content coming soon. Vlog day 1 down and done.